Confused at how to start an LLC? Don't worry, in this video, I'm going to walk you step by step through the process to do it on your own. An LLC, or limited liability company, is actually a business entity. Thus, you can formally sign contracts on behalf of the business or LLC, and all of your business finances, assets, and liability are under that LLC bubble. Remember that if you are already a sole proprietor or have filed a DBA, that's all fine and well, but really all you've done is filed your name with the state or your local county government. But if you actually file an LLC, you're a registered business entity within your state. Here are the steps to set up your LLC all by yourself, and I promise you, you can do this. Step 1 is pretty simple. You have to choose your LLC name. Usually, it's going to be your actual business name with comma, LLC, or L.C. or all spelled out limited liability company. And sometimes people choose a different name rather than their actual business name that they go by, and that's fine too. The one thing you have to realize though is you can't choose a name that's taken. So to ensure that no one has taken this business name, you just simply need to go to your Secretary of State's website, click on business search, and then you're going to search and ensure that no one has taken that limited liability company name. Step 2, you're going to choose what state you want to register your limited liability company in. And there's no surprise here, you're going to want to register your LLC in the most applicable state to your actual business. Usually that's going to be where your home is located and where you're domiciled, which really just means where you're going to be conducting the most business in. Step number 3 is you're going to choose what's called a registered agent. Really, all this person does is receive mail and important documents on your behalf. This can be one of two people, you or an actual registered agent in your state. Usually, I always suggest that you are just your own registered agent. The only caveat here is you do have to have an actual physical mailing address and not a PO box. And so for privacy reasons, if you can go get an actual street address at a post office or a UPS store, that's the best case scenario for you to be your own registered agent. But you can also hire a registered agent in your state, and usually it's pretty inexpensive, about $50 to $100 per year. Okay, step number 4 here is you got to actually register your LLC. So how do you do that? You're going to do it online. Super simple. And I promise you, it's really easy to do by yourself. So you're just going to type into your Google search bar, register LLC in X state. And then you're going to go to that state's website. And I really want to make a very good point here that all of these usually have .gov as the actual domain name. So don't get tricked into going to any other website to register your LLC. You want it to be an official state website. Then once you get to this website, you're going to look for a button. It's either under business services or it's going to be right there on the home page. And it's going to say, register your LLC here or register a new domestic limited liability company. And then you click on that and it's going to start your application process. So step number 5 here is you need to prepare those articles of organization online. And really all it means is that your state is having you go through that application process. And that document as a whole, when you press continue and next, is all inclusively your articles of organization. So don't be confused here. You don't file some separate document. You just go through your state's online application process. Now, in the application or these articles of organization, you're going to need a few things that I want to talk about here. The first is your personal legal full name. Then, of course, your business's name with the comma LLC or whatever you would like after it. You're also going to need that registered agent that we talked about, so you'll list them there. And then you're going to need to probably click on whether your business is perpetual or it's for a certain period of time. And usually you're going to want to have a perpetual business, which means that it's going in perpetuity until you decide to close your business. Now, the next thing you're probably going to come about in your LLC articles of organization is whether you want to be a member-managed LLC or a manager-managed LLC. Now, usually states are going to automatically default to a member-managed LLC, and really all that means is that your business is run by its members, and if you're a solopreneur in a single-member LLC, you're going to be your only member of your LLC, and you run the day-to-day operations in your LLC, so it's best here to go with a member-managed LLC. A manager-managed LLC, on the other hand, means that you have to create some type of management structure in your LLC business, and there's really no need to do that since you're probably just going to be a single-member LLC. So just stick with the default rules here and click member-managed LLC. And then once you fill all of this out and you pay your limited liability company application fee for the articles of organization to be filed with your state will take a few days to process. It could take up to a week or two. And then your state will send you online, because this is all online. Please don't send any paperwork. States don't like that. It costs more. It's not necessary. Just do all of this online, and then they'll email you your actual certification number with your state as an official registered LLC. So number 6, after you filed your articles of organization and it's come back certified through the state, you're going to want to go get an employer identification number. You can do this and get your EIN number at the IRS.gov. Don't go to any other website. It's super simple. Just go there, click on the big blue button that says Get My EIN Now, and then you're going to apply for your EIN number, explain that you're a new LLC, fill out all of the information related to you as the person and owner of the business, and then of course all of your business information as well. This is completely free to do. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes, and then automatically the IRS will send you your EIN number. And you're probably wondering, Paige, why do I need an EIN number and a LLC registration number through my state? Well, the state will know that you're in business through that LLC and you actually want to be a limited liability company. But the IRS needs to know that you're actually employed and will be receiving income under this LLC. And so you'll file all of your taxes through that EIN number and not your social security number anymore. And just remember, you're filing all of your business taxes, all of those income and expenses and cha-ching moments in and out of that EIN number. Of course, you're still going to have to file your personal taxes as well. But the good news is, with a limited liability company, it's a pass-through taxation entity, and you will file your business taxes hand in hand with your personal taxes. So it's super simple every year. Don't worry. And step number 7 is, once you have your EIN and you have your registration LLC through your state, you need to go get a business bank account that is under your LLC name. And to do this, you bring those 2 documents with you to your local bank. There's really inexpensive business bank accounts that you can get. Sometimes you don't even have to have any minimum amount in your actual business checking account. Sometimes it's about $50. So don't get too alarmed if there's some bank that asks you for a minimum amount of $500 or something outrageous like that. There's other banks that are much less expensive to have a business bank account with. And with this business bank account, like I mentioned, you want all of your cha-ching moments for your business to come in and out of that business bank account. So the main thing to remember here is don't co-mingle your funds, which means don't combine your personal income and expenses with your business income and expenses. They both need to be in separate business accounts, and then you can just pay yourself from your business checking to your personal checking. Hopefully this video was super helpful as a step-by-step guide to filing your LLC on your own. If you need additional resources on this, we have really good podcasts at the Legal Paige podcast on all of your favorite podcast listening platforms. And then we also have really good additional blogs if you'd like to read more at thelegalpaige.com. Attorney, get it?